Yeah, I built a planishing hammer, pneumatic planishing hammer for cheap. Most of the metal I had laying around, I had to buy the foot pedal off eBay. That was cheap, 15 bucks, something like that, I don't know. Hammer, Harbor Freight, that wasn't but 10 or 15 bucks. I had to buy this bit on eBay. That wasn't much, I think 15 bucks for that. I had some a big old shaft. I used my lathe, cut some pieces off, put my lathe to make these. So yeah, works good, works good. So what I went and done, I got me some 2x3 square tubing, put my trusty bandsaw and cut pieces to make this frame. And I got me a piece of shaft, I think it's 1.25 inches or something like that. Anyways, I have a asphalt plant conveyor belt parts is what that shaft come out of. And I cut me some pieces of it, about that size, put them in my lathe, and made these dies. I got one a little bit round, I got one flat, and I got one a little bit more round, and I got one shaped like this is going to be my stretching die. So I bought that at Harbor Freight, and I bought this here on eBay cheap. Those dies are really expensive if you had to buy those. Then this is going to be my piece to slide up and down, and I got all thread to do that with. Now I know what you're going to say, that's mild steel, those dies, and they're going to deform real quick when you start beating on it with that hammer and the air hammer. And I'm saying, yeah, maybe so. That's why I made them thick, so I could put them back in my lathe and straighten them back out if they flatten and get some flat spots. And hey, it may not work very long, but I got plenty of time, more time than money, so I'm gonna try and see what happens. Now I'll let you know. By the way, if you want to know how I made that with a lathe, I just chuck it up in the lathe, get it spinning, and take the flat wheel while it's spinning and shape it up with the flat wheel is what I done. Well, I did cut some, this one I cut some of the corners off with the lathe, and then got the flat wheel on it to get looking like that. Yeah, don't take long. Don't take long. Yeah, it's kind of windy here, a storm coming. Of course, I'm a couple 100 miles from the storm, but it's getting a little breezy here, probably a lot of rain coming. We'll be fine up here. yeah, last year when I decided I needed one of these, I looked on Harbor Freight and they had them for like $49 on sale. I said, man, I'm gonna go get one of them. And I went up there and they said, we don't have none in stock. I said, can you order me one? So, nope, discontinued. And so I come home a couple of days later, I looked on the site again and had them on sale for $39. I said, man. So I started calling checking all the local stores within a 100-mile radius, and nobody had one. They couldn't order it. So I had to give up buying one from Harbor Freight. And at that time last year, you could get a clutch on eBay for about $139. And now the same one on eBay is about $189. So I don't want to spend a lot of money on one. I said, man, I could build one. I got most everything I need to build one with. Just need to buy a few things. So that's what I've done. Bought a few things and built one. And it seems to work fine. You see it beat out that piece of metal real quick. And the main reason, well, not the main reason, but one of the reasons I want to stop now and do that is because I'm going to build me a dummy gas tank. I just want to put the shell on here, and I'm going to build a little cylinder gas tank in here, something like a 1 liter out of a piece of small plastic pipe or a radiator hose or something, I don't know yet, but I'm going to build a little tank right there, and I'm going to build it. I just beat this out when I first put the thing together to make sure it's going to do what I want. Make sure I just want, but I'm going to build, I want something like that for a tank. It's going to go here. Of course, it's going to be bigger than this. This is a small, real small version of what I need. I need bigger than that to go something like that to cover that fake tank on each side. So that's one reason I stopped on a bike, is because I want to do that next, and I had to build this planishing hammer to get that done. So I might need an English wheel, but I don't know. It's pretty smooth. I think it looked good for a rat bike. Be fine for a rat bike, if you ask me. All right. Appreciate you. See you next time.